Tell me a day in the life of a farmer.
It could involve sheep work, it can involve spraying, it can involve fencing, it can involve maintenance. We've got to be over all the books. We've got to know agronomy, we've got to know chemicals, we've got to know how we seeding, we've also got to be time managers, we've got to, and we've got to do all the maintenance. And so we have lots of information in our heads, I suppose, of how to deal with it. So we put a crop in and it might cost us, I don't know, $800,000 to $1 million, and you don't know what you're going to get at the end of it. So it's a calculated risk, I suppose you'd say. But at the same time, there's so many different elements that come into it, like the wind and the rain, obviously. The storm damage, we've had some extremely big hailstorms here and storm damage in the last number of years as well. We've had to replace this room a couple times with flooding from hailstorms. So yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge in that respect. So yeah, look, it is tricky. I suppose that's a real challenge for us as farming, because we love what we do. We love growing, we love producing, we love looking after the land and obviously sheep, and growing sustainable wool. But at the end of the day, a lot of it doesn't pay the bills.
It's a high stakes game.
Yeah.
It's a very different type of a life, I suppose. It's a very different type of, there's an inherent risk that's in farming that's not in other jobs. I mean, in some ways it's like any business where there's that inherent risk, but with agriculture it's like at a whole different level.
Yeah.
Even for the smallest of $200,000 to $500,000 upfront costs to put a crop in. For large scale farms, it could be $2 to $3 million to put a crop in, and you actually literally have to find that money and put it out there to throw seeds and fertilizer in the ground, purchase fuel, pay for labour, machinery costs, in the hope that at the end of the year the good Lord will send the rain, the sunshine, and keep away the frost and the bugs and the grasshoppers and the other plagues the hail at the end of the year, and you'll end up with a return on that. That's why we do it. There's the adrenaline of that. It's all we know in many ways, but there is a huge inherent risk in that. And of course, when we have a period like we've had, especially here in South Australia in the last 2 to 3 years, it's become the cumulative effect, which obviously is really impactful.
Everything's gone up, but our product at the end, product price is quite low. So we have to grow more on less, which we do, but it's not enough at this year, obviously.
Do you ever get to that point of going, nah, it's too hard, I can't put another crop in?
Yes, that certainly does happen, and sometimes people make that decision and say, I just can't do this anymore. But there's plenty of other occasions where that decision is made for you, because the financiers will just say, no, I'm not going to support you anymore. And that's really, really tough, because for most farmers, they actually don't know any other life.
Yeah.
It's not like a normal life, and it's not like somewhere where you can just go get another job. Agriculture is talked about as being a way of life, and it is that and more. I mean, it is your everything. It's a tough life, but it's also a very flexible life. But it's the unsaid about farming is actually we got some good stuff going as well,
yeah.
And it is actually a great life.